Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you every book I read in March. So before we get started, if you want to see more wrap-ups like this and other videos from me, like the video and subscribe down below. So we're going to get straight into it. So last month I started, I'm out of breath already, I'm literally out of breath, Jade City, and I finished it. And I made the rating. Oh, look at that. Can you see it? I rated it 4 stars. So I think I did count it in the last video. But this is one of the books that I finished in March. So the first book in the Greenbone saga. So I finished that, 4 stars. And I went straight on to... Ooh, that was a bit violent. Straight on to the next one, which is Jade War. If you saw my last video, it's where I read the amount of times I opened my phone, so like pages. So if you saw that video, I read like 300 pages, and I don't know if I finished the book. I might have finished the book in that video. So if you want to go see that, I do share a few of my thoughts in that video, but that video is mainly just about page count. So yeah, again, look at the heat damage, not the heat. Is it heat damage or like sun damage? These books get them so easily. Can you see that? Ooh. Anyway, so I rated this one 4.25. So it was a little bit better than this one, but still, I'll share my thoughts on the whole trilogy in a minute, but 4.25. Next. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. I had a break from the Greenbone saga, and I went on to Belladonna. So this wasn't planned. This wasn't on my TBR. I literally went into the works, and it was £3, and I thought, give me some of that. So literally in the shop, I read the synopsis, and I thought, I'll give that a go. So that's what I did. Wow, that's what I did. And I ended up rating this book 5 stars. 5 stars. Whew. This book was so good, honestly. Everything about it I loved. Like the whole fancy element of the Belladonna, which is berries pretty much. They're like a plant that when you eat, the main character can see and speak to the dead. I'll just say that. I won't say anything else, because I don't want to spoil why it's so good. There's a sort of a love triangle in here as well, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, 5-star read, this one. So I'm gonna read the next one, Foxglove, but I'm not gonna prioritize it, because obviously if you saw my general what I want to read video, you know that I have a sort of order of what I want to read. So this wasn't in that order, but I'm very happy I did start reading it, because this is good. Now, this is where we get to the point where I started this book. So I read, I'd want to say 120 pages. I'd say I read physically that amount. And yesterday, when recording, I've started listening to the audiobook. So I listened to the audiobook at 1.8 speed, and I'm already 33% into the whole book now because of that. So that far in, and I reckon with the pace that I'm listening to it, I can probably finish it by the end of the month. But saying that, what's the date? There's 3 days left of the month, and I have 500 pages to read. So I reckon I can get that done, hopefully. You'll find out in the What I Read in April video if I do. But hopefully I can. If not, I'll be really disappointed actually, because I'm trying to get this over with, because I'm going to share my whole view on the trilogy now. So hopefully we can... Ooh, I'm not going to put that in the pile. It's a massive pile. But yeah, these 3 are what I read. So I finished this one, read this one, and that one. I'm currently reading Jade Legacy. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my view on the Greenbone Saga. So before we get in, if you don't know what the Greenbone Saga is, it's about like clan warfare pretty much, between these two families, in a world where two powerful clans hold major political power and stuff. So like jade is like illegal in some places, legal in some places. There's all this stuff going on pretty much. There's a lot going on. But I'm finding the series pretty mid, to be honest. So far, the series is like a 3.5. Like all 3 books together is a 3.5. Because some parts are slow, some parts are like really boring. It's like making really slow progress. But I think that's the point. But I don't really like that in a book. But if you like that in a book, I would recommend the series. It's just personally, I'm dragging through it. So with the Jade Legacy, if I don't finish it by the end of the month, I'm just going to DNF it. I'm just going to not. Because I'm not going to drag through half the month to finish this. I'm going to get onto some good books. So that's the plan. So another thing, so when I finish this, or if I don't finish this, on April 1st, no matter what, if I finish this or not, I'm going to be starting my most anticipated series of the year, which is The Cruel Prince. So I'm going to make a whole video on me reading all 3 of them books. So that video will hopefully be out during April or like beginning of May. Hopefully during April sometime. So keep your eye out for that. But before then I am going to do one more video before that. Which will be out a week after this video. I won't share any of that yet, but I'm starting to plan out these videos, which I'm very excited about. Don't know why I'm still holding this book. This is not related to what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was what I read in March. My plans for April. I'm very excited to read The Cruel Prince, to be honest. It's the first book is sitting on my shelf, and the second and the third are waiting for me in WH Smith's for £16 for both of them. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna make I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it spoiler or spoiler free yet. I might do a poll for that actually on my Instagram. So if you want to go check out my Instagram, linked down below. But it's literally the same tag as my YouTube and my Storygraph. So if you want to go check out both of them, Storygraph is what I use for Goodreads, but I like the visual representation, the visual representation of everything. So Storygraph is literally what I use every day. At the end of the day, I mark down how many pages I've read. So go check out my Storygraph and my Instagram down below to keep up to date. But apart from that, I think we're going to end the video here. As I said, go check out my socials, all that stuff. Will be linked down below. But yeah, March has been very successful actually. If I complete this, I've read 4 or finished 4 books. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye!